Let's talk about one of Rome's most beloved neighborhoods, Trastevere. We're going to peel back those charming, ivy-covered layers to uncover the history that's hiding just underneath the surface.
So, you think you know Trastevere? I mean, it's famous, right? It's gorgeous and it's pretty much on every single visitor's to-do list. But there's so much more to it than meets the eye.
And yeah, look, we all know it's the #1 spot for incredible food and those picture-perfect strolls down cobblestone streets. A lot of people go there just for that vibe. And honestly, who can blame them?
But here's the thing. The real soul of this district, its actual value, isn't on a menu. It's in the layers of history all around you. You just have to know where to look. So let's go find it together.
Okay, first things first, we need to kind of shift our thinking. It is so easy to get lost in the restaurants and the bars, but to really get Trastevere, you have to look deeper. I'm talking about a legit treasure trove of art and history. This neighborhood is home to some of the city's most important sites, and they're often completely missed by people on their way to the next pasta spot.
Now, to really explore it properly, you first need to understand its layout. Trastevere is basically split into two very different zones by a main road called Viale di Trastevere.
So, on the north side, near the Basilica of Santa Maria, that's where you'll find all the action. The packed bars, the nightlife, the biggest crowds. This is the Trastevere you've probably seen all over social media. But then, you've got the south side, around Santa Cecilia. It's quieter, much more residential, and it gives you a taste of that authentic, old Rome feeling. Knowing this difference is everything.
So let's dive into some of those hidden gems, the kind of places you could easily walk right past without even noticing.
Take the Villa Farnesina, for example. While massive crowds are lining up for the Vatican, right here you can see these breathtaking frescoes by the master, Raphael himself, like his famous Galatea, in relative peace. But, and this is the key, you have to plan ahead. Entry is strictly timed, so booking in advance is a must.
And some treasures are really well hidden. Tucked away in a quiet church courtyard is the Tempietto del Bramante. It's considered a perfect masterpiece of high Renaissance architecture, and it marks the very spot where St. Peter was believed to have been crucified. It's small, it's powerful, and it's so easy to miss.
Okay, now let's go from those tiny hidden gems to some of Trastevere's most important sacred sites, and then one of the most spectacular views in all of Rome.
The Basilica of Santa Maria is really the heart of the neighborhood. Get this, it's the oldest church in the city dedicated to Mary, and its facade is covered in these unbelievable 12th century golden mosaics. A great tip is to see them at night when they're all lit up. And inside, you'll find mosaics by Pietro Cavallini that were totally revolutionary for their time.
Now over on that quieter southern side, you'll find the Basilica of Santa Cecilia. The church is built right on top of the Roman house where the saint was martyred. The highlight here is this stunningly realistic marble statue of Cecilia. It's a really powerful and moving piece of art.
Now, about that view. For the best view of Rome, you have to climb Janiculum Hill. It's technically not one of the original 7 hills, but trust me, the panoramic view from the top is absolutely unbeatable. You can see everything.
And if you can, try to be there at noon. Every single day at exactly 12 p.m., a cannon is fired from the terrace. It's a tradition that goes all the way back to Pope Pius IX, and it's a truly unique Roman experience.
Beyond all the art and churches, Trastevere gives you a chance to see real Roman life in action, far away from the tourist traps.
For a truly authentic slice of life, spend a morning at the San Cosimato market. This isn't for tourists. This is where local Romans actually shop for their fresh produce, cheese, and meat. It's the perfect place to see the real rhythm of neighborhood life.
And if you're there on a Sunday, you can experience the Porta Pertesi flea market. It's Rome's largest, and it stretches for over a mile. You can find absolutely everything here. Just a heads up, it is famously chaotic, so be very mindful of your belongings.
So, to quickly recap the essentials, for Villa Farnesina, book your timed entry. For Santa Maria, try to see the mosaics lit up at night. And for Janiculum Hill, get there right at noon for the cannon blast.
So the crucial point is this. Yes, enjoy the pasta, enjoy the strolls, but a truly memorable and rewarding visit to Trastevere comes from looking beyond that and engaging with its deep, incredible history.
It all comes down to this. The charm of the neighborhood is just the first layer. The real value, what makes Trastevere truly special, is the incredible history it's built upon.
So the next time you're there or planning a trip,
Ask yourself this question. Will you experience the surface-level Trastevere, or will you seek out the deeper, more historic one? The choice is yours.